Picture this. You go to bed looking tired, stressed, maybe a little rough around the edges after a long day. 8 hours later, you wake up glowing. Your skin is clearer, your hair has that effortless bounce, and somehow you just feel more put together, more confident, more like the main character of your own life. Sound too good to be true? Here's the thing, it's not. While you've been scrolling through endless morning routine videos and spending your paycheck on products that promise instant transformation, you've been sleeping on the most powerful glow-up tool you already own, your actual sleep. I'm not talking about just getting 8 hours and calling it a day. I'm talking about turning your sleep into an active transformation process, a time when your body, mind, and energy are all working together to make you wake up as a better version of yourself. And the best part? It happens while you're literally unconscious. No effort required once you set the systems in place. The science that changes everything. Let me blow your mind for a second. Between the hours of 10 p.m. and 2 a.m., your body goes into what scientists call repair mode. Your growth hormone production peaks. Your skin cell turnover accelerates. Your brain processes emotions and memories, literally rewiring itself for better mental health. This isn't some wellness influencer making stuff up. This is documented science. Your body has a built-in glow-up schedule, and most of us are completely ignoring it. Think about it. You know that girl who always looks effortlessly put together? The one who seems to wake up with perfect skin and that natural confidence that makes everyone want to be around her? I used to think she was just genetically blessed. Turns out she probably just figured out how to work with her body's natural rhythms instead of against them. Here's what I discovered when I started paying attention to the girls who seemed to have it all figured out. They weren't doing more during the day. They were doing smarter things at night. Why your current routine isn't working. Most of us treat bedtime like an afterthought. We brush our teeth, maybe wash our face if we're feeling responsible, and collapse into bed while scrolling our phones until our eyes burn. Then we wonder why we wake up looking like we got hit by a truck. But what if I told you that those 8 hours you're unconscious could be the most productive hours of your entire day? What if your sleep could be working harder for your glow up than your actual waking hours? The girls who seem to have that effortless it factor aren't just lucky. They figured out how to make their sleep work for them instead of against them. They've turned their bedtime routine into a transformation ritual. And here's the beautiful part. Once you set these systems up, they run on autopilot. You don't have to remember to do them every morning when you're rushed and stressed. You don't have to find time in your busy schedule. You just go to sleep and wake up better. The hot girl sleep revolution. I started calling it the hot girl sleep revolution because that's exactly what it is. It's a complete shift in how you think about rest. Instead of seeing sleep as downtime, you start seeing it as your most powerful transformation tool. This isn't about becoming a different person overnight, it's about becoming the best version of who you already are, consistently, without the daily struggle of trying to hold it all together. When you master your sleep habits, everything else gets easier. Your skin clears up, so you need less makeup. Your hair behaves, so styling takes half the time. Your energy is stable, so you don't crash at 3 p.m. and reach for your third coffee. Your mood is more balanced, so you handle stress like the confident woman you're becoming. It's like upgrading your entire operating system while you sleep. What makes this different? You've probably tried morning routines before. Maybe you've attempted those 5 a.m. wake-up challenges or bought into the idea that successful people just force themselves to be productive earlier. Here's why that approach burns most people out. It requires constant willpower. Every single morning, you have to choose to be disciplined. You have to fight against your natural rhythms and force yourself into habits that might not even fit your lifestyle. The hot girl sleep approach is different because it works with your body's natural processes instead of against them. You're not forcing anything. You're just optimizing what's already happening. Your body is already repairing itself while you sleep. Your brain is already processing emotions and forming memories. Your skin is already regenerating cells. We're just going to make sure these natural processes are working at their highest level. The 8 pillars of sleep transformation. Over the next 7 parts, we're going to dive deep into the 8 categories of habits that will transform your sleep from wasted time into your secret weapon. First, we'll explore your skin's secret night shift, how to turn your face into a glowing masterpiece while you're unconscious using products and techniques that work specifically with your skin's natural repair cycle. Then we'll talk about hair transformation on autopilot. How to wake up with hair that looks like you spent an hour styling it when really you just slept on the right pillowcase and did a 5-minute prep routine. We'll cover body transformation that happens while you rest, the sleeping positions, stretches, and hydration strategies that sculpt your posture and eliminate morning puffiness without a single workout. Mental rewiring comes next, because confidence isn't just about how you look, it's about how you think. we'll explore the bedtime practices that literally reprogram your brain for main character energy. Environment design is huge, but often overlooked. Your bedroom setup can either support your transformation or sabotage it completely. We'll create a space that works as your personal glow-up chamber. The compound effects section will show you why small, consistent changes create dramatic results over time, and how to avoid the common mistakes that make people give up before they see results. Finally, we'll put it all together into your personal hot girl sleep blueprint, a customized plan that fits your lifestyle, budget, and goals. Why this matters more than you think. Here's something I wish someone had told me when I was younger. The habits you build in your teens and 20s set the foundation for how you'll look and feel for decades. The girl who learns to take care of herself while she sleeps doesn't just look better now. She's investing in her future self. She's building systems that will keep her glowing through college stress, career changes, relationships, and all the chaos that life throws at you. But APD, even if you're starting this journey later, it's not too late. Your body is incredibly resilient and responsive. I've seen girls transform their entire presence in just a few weeks of consistent sleep optimization. The key is understanding that this isn't about perfection. It's about progress. It's about working smarter, not harder. It's about making your rest time work as hard as your hustle time. The promise I'm making you. By the end of this guide, you'll have a complete system for transforming yourself while you sleep. You'll understand exactly how to prep your skin, hair, body, and mind for overnight optimization. You'll know how to create an environment that supports your goals instead of sabotaging them. More importantly, you'll have a sustainable approach to self-care that doesn't require you to wake up at 5 a.m. or spend 2 hours getting ready every morning. You'll have the confidence that comes from knowing you're taking care of yourself consistently, even when life gets chaotic. This isn't about becoming someone else. It's about becoming the most radiant, confident, bright, put together version of yourself, the version that's been waiting to emerge. Once you give her the right conditions to flourish, your transformation starts tonight. While other girls are scrolling their phones until midnight and wondering why they can't get their lives together, you'll be implementing systems that work while you dream. The hot girl sleep revolution isn't just about looking better when you wake up. It's about feeling like the main character of your own life every single day because you've mastered the art of making your rest time your glow-up time. Ready to discover how your skin becomes your best feature while you're unconscious? Let's dive into the science of overnight skin transformation and the exact products and techniques that turn your face into a glowing masterpiece by morning. Your skin has a schedule, and if you're not working with it, you're working against it. Between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m., your skin goes into overdrive. Cell turnover increases by up to 30%. Blood flow to your face doubles. Your skin literally rebuilds itself while you sleep, replacing damaged cells with fresh, healthy ones. But here's the catch. This magical repair process only works optimally if you give your skin the right tools and environment. Miss this window, and you're essentially leaving glow-up potential on the table every single night. I learned this the hard way. For years, I'd wash my face with whatever soap was in the shower, maybe slap on some random moisturizer if I remembered, and wonder why my skin looked dull and tired no matter how much concealer I used. Then I met Sarah, this girl in my dorm who literally glowed. Like people would stop her in the hallway to ask about her skincare routine. Her skin was so clear and radiant that she barely wore makeup, and somehow she always looked like she'd just stepped out of a facial. I was convinced she had good genes or expensive treatments. Turns out, she just understood how to work with her skin's natural repair cycle. The 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. magic window. Here's what's actually happening to your skin during those crucial 4 hours. Your growth hormone production peaks, which means your skin cells are dividing and regenerating faster than any other time of day. Your skin's pH becomes more alkaline, making it more receptive to active ingredients. Blood circulation increases, delivering nutrients and oxygen to your skin cells while carrying away toxins. This is when your skin is most ready to absorb and utilize the products you give it. It's like your face becomes a sponge, soaking up everything you apply and using it to rebuild itself from the inside out. But if you're staying up until midnight scrolling TikTok, you're missing the most powerful part of this cycle. Your skin starts its repair process whether you're asleep or not, but it works exponentially better when your body is in deep rest mode. Sarah taught me that going to bed by 10 p.m. wasn't just about getting enough sleep. It was about maximizing my skin's natural glow-up time. The hot girl skin. Stack that works while you sleep. Forget complicated 12-step routines that take forever and cost a fortune. The most effective nighttime skincare happens in layers, with each product designed to work with your skin's repair cycle. Here's the exact sequence that transforms your skin overnight. Step 1. The deep clean. Your skin accumulates more than just makeup during the day. Pollution, sweat, excess oil, and dead skin cells create a barrier that prevents your nighttime products from penetrating effectively. The key is double cleansing, but not the way most people think. First, use an oil-based cleanser to dissolve makeup and sunscreen. This doesn't have to be expensive. Even basic cleansing oils from the drugstore work perfectly. Then follow with a gentle pH balanced cleanser that removes the oil and any remaining impurities without stripping your skin. Your skin should feel clean, but not tight or squeaky. If it feels like you just washed it with dish soap, your cleanser is too harsh. Step 2, the acid treatment. This is where the real transformation happens. While your skin is in repair mode, acids help accelerate cell turnover and reveal the fresh, glowing skin underneath. For beginners, start with a gentle lactic acid or glycolic acid toner 2 to 3 times per week. These alpha hydroxy acids dissolve the bonds between dead skin cells, essentially giving you a gentle peel while you sleep. If you're dealing with breakouts or clogged pores, salicylic acid, a beta-hydroxy acid, works differently. It penetrates into your pores and clears them from the inside out. The key is consistency over intensity. A gentle acid used regularly will give you better results than a strong treatment used sporadically. Step 3, the hydration layer. While acids are working to resurface your skin, you need to flood it with hydration to support the repair process. This is where serums come in. Hyaluronic acid is your best friend here. It can hold up to 1,000 times its weight in water, which means it pulls moisture from the air and deeper layers of your skin to plump and hydrate your face overnight. Apply it to slightly damp skin. This gives the hyaluronic acid more water to work with and creates that dewy, glowing effect you see on girls with perfect skin. Step 4, the treatment boost. This is where you can customize based on your specific skin goals. If you're dealing with dark spots or uneven tone, vitamin C or niacinamide serums work while you sleep to brighten and even out your complexion. For anti-aging, yes, even in your teens and 20s, prevention is everything. Retinol or retinoid treatments stimulate collagen production and accelerate cell turnover. Start slow with these, once or twice a week, and always use sunscreen during the day. If your skin is sensitive or reactive, skip the actives and focus on barrier repairing ingredients like ceramides and peptides. Step 5, the seal. Your final step is locking everything in with a moisturizer that matches your skin type. This creates a protective barrier that prevents water loss and keeps all your treatment products working effectively throughout the night. For oily skin, use a lightweight gel-based moisturizer. For dry skin, go for something richer with ingredients like squalane or shea butter. For combination skin, you might need different products for different areas of your face. The pillowcase game changer. Here's something most skincare routines completely ignore: what your face touches for 8 hours every night. Cotton pillowcases are rough on your skin. They create friction that can cause irritation and micro tears, especially if you're a side sleeper. They also absorb your skincare products, essentially stealing the treatments you just applied. Silk and satin pillowcases are completely different. They're smooth, so there's no friction against your skin. They don't absorb your products, so everything stays on your face where it belongs. And they don't create those sleep lines that can become permanent wrinkles over time. I was skeptical about this until I tried it. Within a week, I noticed my skin looked smoother in the morning. Within a month, the difference was dramatic. My skincare products seemed to work better, and I stopped waking up with those weird pillow marks on my face. You don't need to spend $100 on a silk pillowcase. Even the affordable satin ones from Target make a huge difference. Just make sure to wash them regularly. They can harbor bacteria if you're not careful. The sleep position strategy. How you sleep affects how you look when you wake up. Side sleepers often develop asymmetrical aging patterns because one side of their face gets more pressure and friction. Stomach sleepers wake up with puffy eyes and sleep lines. The ideal sleep position for your skin is on your back, but I know that's not realistic for everyone. If you're a side sleeper, try switching sides regularly and consider a contour pillow that reduces pressure on your face. For stomach sleepers, the key is minimizing contact between your face and the pillow. A very flat pillow or even no pillow can help reduce puffiness and prevent sleep lines. The hydration connection. Here's something that will change your morning face forever. When you drink water matters as much as how much you drink. Drinking a large glass of water right before bed seems like good self-care, but it often leads to morning puffiness because your body doesn't have time to process it properly before you lie down. Instead, focus on consistent hydration throughout the day with your last large glass of water about 2 hours before bedtime. This gives your body time to distribute the water properly and eliminates that puffy, swollen look you get when you wake up. If you wake up thirsty, keep a small glass of water by your bed for sips, but avoid chugging water in the middle of the night, the temperature factor. Your skin repairs itself best in a cool environment. When your bedroom is too warm, you sweat more during sleep, which can clog pores and dilute your skincare products. The ideal temperature for skin repair is between 65-68 degrees. This might feel cool at first, but your body adjusts quickly and your skin will thank you. If you can't control your room temperature, focus on keeping your face cool. A fan pointed away from you, not directly at your face, can create air circulation without drying out your skin. Common mistakes that sabotage your progress. The biggest mistake I see girls make is trying to do too much too fast. They buy every product they see on social media and layer them all on at once, then wonder why their skin freaks out. Your skin needs time to adjust to new products, especially active ingredients like acids and retinoids. Introduce one new product at a time. Use it consistently for at least 2 weeks before adding anything else. Another major mistake is skipping sunscreen during the day. All the nighttime repair work in the world won't help if you're damaging your skin with UV rays every day. Your morning routine should be just as intentional as your nighttime routine. Finally, inconsistency kills results. It's better to do a simple routine every single night than a complicated routine sporadically. Your skin responds to consistency, not perfection. The 30-day skin transformation timeline. Here's what you can realistically expect when you start optimizing your skin's night shift. Week 1. Your skin might purge slightly as it adjusts to new products. This is normal and temporary. Focus on consistency and don't add new products. Week 2. You'll start noticing your skin feels smoother and looks more hydrated in the morning. The dullness begins to fade. Week 3. Other people start noticing. Your skin has a subtle glow that wasn't there before. Makeup goes on smoother and looks better. Week 4. The transformation becomes obvious. Your skin tone is more even, texture is smoother, and you have that natural radiance that makes people ask about your routine. The key is trusting the process and staying consistent even when you don't see immediate results. Your skin is working on a 28-day renewal cycle, so real changes take time to become visible. But here's what's exciting. While your skin is transforming overnight, your hair can be doing the same thing. Ready to discover how to wake up with hair that looks like you spent an hour styling it when really you just slept on the right pillowcase and did a 5-minute prep routine? Your hair grows while you sleep. It repairs damage while you sleep. It can even style itself while you sleep, if you know how to set it up for success. Most girls think good hair is about what you do in the morning. They spend an hour with heat tools fighting against their natural texture, trying to force their hair into submission before rushing out the door. But the girls with effortlessly gorgeous hair, they do the work at night. They understand that hair, like skin, has its own repair cycle. And they figured out how to make those 8 hours of unconsciousness work in their favor. I used to be the girl who set 3 alarms just to have enough time to wrestle my hair into something presentable. I'd go to bed with damp hair twisted into a messy bun, wake up looking like I'd been electrocuted, then spend 45 minutes trying to fix the damage with a flat iron and enough hairspray to damage the ozone layer. Then I learned about overnight hair training, the concept that you can literally teach your hair to behave while you sleep, waking up with styles that look intentional and effortless. It sounds too good to be true, but here's the science. Your hair follicles are most active during sleep. Blood flow to your scalp increases, delivering nutrients that strengthen your hair shaft. Your natural oils distribute more evenly when you're lying down, and your hair is more pliable when it's slightly damp, making it easier to set into the shape you want. Growth connection. Let's start with something that will blow your mind. You can actually accelerate hair growth while you sleep. Your hair grows fastest between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m., the same window when your skin is in repair mode. This is when your body produces the most growth hormone and your scalp circulation is at its peak. But most of us are sabotaging this natural growth cycle without realizing it. Tight ponytails create tension that restricts blood flow. Cotton pillowcases create friction that causes breakage. Going to bed with wet hair can lead to fungal growth and weaken hair shafts. The girls with long, healthy hair aren't just genetically blessed, they've optimized their sleep environment for maximum growth and minimum damage. The silk revolution. Remember how we talked about silk pillowcases for your skin? The benefits for your hair are even more dramatic. Cotton pillowcases are basically sandpaper for your hair. Every time you move your head during sleep, you're creating friction that roughens your hair cuticles, leading to frizz, tangles, and breakage. Over time, this friction can literally wear away your hair. Silk and satin are completely different. They're smooth, so your hair glides across them instead of catching and pulling. They don't absorb your hair's natural oils, so your hair stays moisturized throughout the night. And they don't create static, which means you wake up with smoother, more manageable hair. The difference is immediate and dramatic. The first morning I woke up on a silk pillowcase, my hair looked like I'd gotten a professional blowout. It was smoother, shinier, and had this effortless movement that I'd never achieved with styling tools. But here's the thing most people don't know. Not all silk pillowcases are created equal. You want 100% mulberry silk with a mommy weight of at least 19. Anything lighter won't give you the same benefits, and synthetic silk doesn't work the same way. If silk is out of your budget, satin works too. Just make sure it's actual satin weave, not just polyester labeled as satin. The key is that smooth, friction-free surface. The overnight styling secrets. This is where it gets really exciting. You can literally style your hair while you sleep, waking up with looks that would normally take an hour of heat styling. The Medusa Clip Method. This technique gives you voluminous waves without any heat damage. Start with slightly damp hair, not soaking wet, but with enough moisture to hold a shape. Section your hair into 6-8 pieces and twist each section loosely. Then clip each twisted section on top of your head using small claw clips. Sleep on your silk pillowcase, and in the morning, gently release the clips and shake out your hair. You'll have natural-looking waves with incredible volume at the roots. The key is using the right amount of moisture. Too wet and your hair won't dry properly, too dry and the waves won't hold. The Sock Curl Revolution. For tighter curls without heat damage, try the sock curl method. Cut clean cotton socks into strips or use actual fabric strips. Start with damp hair and wrap small sections around each strip, tying the ends to secure. Sleep with these in and wake up with bouncy, defined curls. This method works because your hair sets into the curl pattern while it's damp and maintains that shape as it dries overnight. The fabric is gentle enough that it won't damage your hair, but firm enough to create lasting curls. The braid transformation. Different braid patterns create different wave textures. A single loose braid down your back gives you gentle, beachy waves. 2 braids create more defined waves with extra volume. Multiple small braids give you crimped, textured hair that's perfect for adding volume to fine hair. The key is starting with the right amount of moisture and braiding loosely enough that you're not creating tension, but tightly enough that the pattern holds. The twist and pin method. For a sleek, straight look without heat, try the twist and pin method. Start with damp hair and comb it straight back. Twist your hair into a low bun and secure it with bobby pins, making sure the hair lies flat against your head. Sleep with this style and wake up with smooth, straight hair that has natural body and movement. This works especially well for girls with naturally wavy hair who want a sleeker look without using a flat iron. The Scalp Care Revolution. Your scalp is skin, and like the skin on your face, it has its own repair cycle that peaks during sleep. A healthy scalp grows stronger, shinier hair, so overnight scalp care is just as important as hair care. The Oil Treatment Game Changer. Once or twice a week, give yourself an overnight oil treatment. Use lightweight oils like argan, jojoba, or grapeseed. Avoid heavy oils like coconut oil unless your hair is extremely dry and coarse. Apply the oil to your scalp and massage it in with your fingertips. This increases blood circulation, which stimulates hair growth and helps distribute your natural oils. The massage also feels amazing and helps you relax before sleep. Cover your hair with a silk scarf or sleep cap to protect your pillowcase and wash the oil out in the morning. Your hair will be noticeably shinier and your scalp will feel healthier. The dry shampoo. Prep. Here's a game-changing tip. Apply dry shampoo before you go to bed, not in the morning when your hair is already oily. Spray dry shampoo on clean, dry hair before sleep. While you're sleeping, the dry shampoo absorbs any oils your scalp produces overnight, so you wake up with fresh, voluminous hair instead of flat, greasy roots. This technique extends the life of your blowout and gives you that perfect second-day hair texture that's actually better for styling than freshly washed hair. The wet hair dilemma. Going to bed with wet hair is one of the biggest hair mistakes you can make, but sometimes it's unavoidable. Here's how to minimize the damage. First, never go to bed with soaking wet hair. This can lead to fungal growth, breakage, and that musty smell that's impossible to get rid of. Always squeeze out excess water with a microfiber towel and let your hair air dry for at least 30 minutes before bed. If your hair is still damp, braid it loosely or twist it into a very loose bun. This prevents tangling and gives you some wave texture in the morning. Avoid tight styles that create tension on wet hair. This is when your hair is most vulnerable to breakage. Consider investing in a silk or satin sleep cap if you frequently go to bed with damp hair. This protects your hair from friction and helps it dry more evenly overnight. The morning hair routine. That takes 2 minutes. When you've optimized your overnight hair routine, your morning routine becomes incredibly simple. Here's what it looks like. Remove any clips, ties, or accessories gently. Shake out your hair with your fingers. Avoid brushing immediately as your hair is still in its set pattern and brushing can disrupt the style. If you need to refresh your style, use a spray bottle with water and a tiny bit of leave-in conditioner to lightly mist any areas that need reshaping. Scrunch or twist these sections and let them air dry while you do the rest of your morning routine. For extra volume, flip your head upside down and gently shake your hair at the roots. This activates any natural texture and gives you that effortless, lived-in look that's so popular right now. If you use the dry shampoo prep method, just massage your scalp with your fingertips to distribute the product and add volume. That's it. 2 minutes, and you're ready to go with hair that looks like you spent an hour styling it. The Hair Type Customization Guide. Different hair types need different overnight approaches. Here's how to customize these techniques for your specific hair. Fine hair, focus on volume-building techniques like the Medusa clip method and dry shampoo prep. Avoid heavy oils and products that can weigh your hair down. Sleep with your hair loosely clipped up to prevent it from getting flat against your head. Thick hair. You can handle heavier treatments and tighter styling methods. Oil treatments work especially well for thick hair, and you can use more product without worrying about weighing your hair down. Curly hair. Protect your natural curl pattern with silk accessories and gentle styling methods. The plopping method, wrapping your curls in a microfiber towel or cotton t-shirt, can help maintain your curl shape overnight. Straight hair, focus on adding texture and volume with braiding and twisting methods. Straight hair shows damage more easily, so silk pillowcases and gentle handling are especially important. Color-treated hair. Your hair is more porous and fragile, so gentle methods are crucial. Silk pillowcases prevent color fade, and overnight oil treatments help maintain moisture and shine. The common mistakes that ruin everything. The biggest mistake is trying to style hair that's too wet or too dry. Slightly damp hair holds styles best. It should feel cool to the touch but not leave water on your hands. Another major mistake is using too much tension. Tight ponytails, braids, or clips can cause breakage and even permanent hair loss over time. Everything should feel comfortable enough that you can sleep peacefully. Skipping the silk pillowcase is like doing a skincare routine and then sleeping on a dirty towel. It undoes all your good work and creates new problems. Finally, inconsistency kills results. Your hair responds to routine, so pick a few techniques that work for your lifestyle and stick with them rather than trying something different every night. The 30-day hair transformation. Here's what you can expect when you start optimizing your hair's overnight routine. Week 1, you'll notice less tangles and easier morning styling. Your hair will feel smoother and look shinier. Week 2, the texture improvements become more obvious. Your hair holds styles better and has more natural movement. Week 3, people start commenting on how healthy your hair looks. You'll notice faster growth and less breakage. Week 4, the transformation is dramatic. Your hair has that effortless but healthy look that makes people assume you have great genes or expensive treatments. The key is consistency and patience. Hair changes take time to become visible, but the improvements in manageability and styling ease happen almost immediately. But beautiful hair is just one piece of the puzzle. While your hair is transforming overnight, your body can be doing its own repair and sculpting work. Ready to discover how your sleeping position and nighttime habits can literally reshape your posture and eliminate morning puffiness without a single workout? Your body is constantly reshaping itself while you sleep. Every position you hold for hours at a time is literally molding your posture, your facial structure, even your confidence levels for the next day. Most people think body transformation requires hours at the gym, strict diets, or expensive treatments. But some of the most dramatic changes happen during the 8 hours you're unconscious, if you know how to position yourself for success. I learned this from my roommate Emma, who had the kind of posture that made her look taller, more confident, and somehow more put together than everyone else. She wasn't particularly athletic, but she moved through the world like a dancer. Her shoulders were always back, her neck was long and elegant, and she had this natural grace that made people turn their heads when she walked by. I assumed she was just born that way until I noticed something strange. Every morning, Emma would do this weird 30-second stretch routine before getting out of bed. Not a full workout, literally just 3 movements that took less time than brushing her teeth. When I asked her about it, she laughed and said it wasn't really about the stretches. It was about how she slept. She'd figured out that the position she held for 8 hours every night was more important than any exercise she did during the day. That conversation changed everything for me. I started paying attention to how I felt when I woke up, how my body looked, how I carried myself throughout the day. And I realized that most of my physical insecurities, my rounded shoulders, my stiff neck, even the way I walked, weren't permanent features. They were habits. Habits I was reinforcing every single night without realizing it. The posture confidence connection. Here's something that will blow your mind. Your posture doesn't just affect how you look. It affects how you feel, how others perceive you, and even how confident you become. When you sleep in positions that round your shoulders forward, you're training your body to hold that shape during the day. When you wake up with your neck craned forward from too many pillows, you carry that posture into every interaction you have. But it works both ways. When you sleep in positions that elongate your spine and open your chest, you wake up naturally standing taller. Your confidence increases not because you decided to be more confident, but because your body is literally in a more confident position. The girls who seem to have that effortless confidence, the ones who walk into a room and somehow command attention without trying, often have one thing in common. They've optimized their sleep position for confidence-building posture, the sleep position revolution. Most people sleep however they fall asleep without thinking about what 8 hours in that position is doing to their body. But your sleep position is like holding a yoga pose for a third of your life. It's going to have effects. Back sleeping, the confidence builder. Sleeping on your back with proper support is like giving yourself posture training all night long. It keeps your spine in neutral alignment, prevents your shoulders from rolling forward, and maintains the natural curve of your neck. But here's the key. Most people do back sleeping wrong. They use too many pillows, which pushes their head forward and creates that tech neck posture. Or they sleep flat with no support, which can strain their lower back. The optimal back sleeping setup uses one medium support pillow that maintains the natural curve of your neck without pushing your head forward. Your shoulders should rest flat on the mattress, and you might need a small pillow under your knees to support your lower back. When you master back sleeping, you wake up with your chest naturally open, your shoulders back, and your neck in perfect alignment. This isn't just about looking better, it's about training your body to hold confident postures automatically. Side sleeping. The sculpting position. If you're a side sleeper, like most people, you can still optimize your position for better posture and body alignment. The key is creating support that maintains your spine's natural S-curve while preventing your shoulders from caving inward. Use a thick pillow between your knees to keep your hips aligned. This prevents your top leg from pulling your spine out of alignment and reduces pressure on your lower back. Your head pillow should fill the space between your shoulder and neck without tilting your head up or down. Here's a game changer. Hug a body pillow or place a small pillow against your chest. This prevents your top shoulder from rolling forward and keeps your chest open, even while sleeping on your side. Side sleepers often develop asymmetrical aging patterns because they favor one side. If possible, try to switch sides throughout the night or at least alternate which side you start on. Stomach sleeping, the position to avoid. I hate to break it to you, but stomach sleeping is working against you in almost every way. It forces your neck into an unnatural position for hours, creates tension in your lower back, and presses your face into the pillow, leading to wrinkles and breakouts. If you absolutely can't break the stomach sleeping habit, at least optimize it. Use the thinnest pillow possible, or no pillow at all, to reduce neck strain, and place a pillow under your pelvis to support your lower back. But honestly, retraining yourself to sleep on your back or side is one of the best things you can do for your long-term posture and appearance. The overnight stretching system. Here's where it gets really interesting. You can literally stretch and lengthen your body while you sleep using strategic positioning and gentle techniques. The spine lengthening technique. Before bed, lie flat on your back and gently tuck your chin toward your chest, lengthening the back of your neck. Hold for 30 seconds, then relax into your optimal sleep position. This simple movement decompresses your cervical spine and sets up proper alignment for the night. Over time, it can actually increase your height slightly by improving your posture and reducing compression in your spine. The hip opener method. Tight hips from sitting all day can throw off your entire posture. Before sleep, lie on your back and bring one knee toward your chest, holding gently for 30 seconds. Switch sides, then bring both knees to your chest for a full hip release. This simple stretch sequence prepares your hips for proper alignment during sleep and reduces the tension that can pull your posture out of whack during the day. The shoulder reset ritual. Roll your shoulders back and down, then squeeze your shoulder blades together for 10 seconds. Release and repeat twice. This movement counteracts the forward shoulder posture that most of us develop from phones and computers. When you do this right before sleep, it sets your shoulders in the optimal position and trains your muscle memory to maintain better alignment. The hydration strategy that eliminates puffiness. The timing of when you drink water is just as important as how much you drink. Get this wrong and you wake up with a puffy face and swollen eyes that take hours to go down. Get it right and you wake up with defined cheekbones and bright, clear eyes. The 2-hour rule. Stop drinking large amounts of water at least 2 hours before bed. This gives your kidneys time to process the water and prevents overnight fluid retention that leads to morning puffiness. Instead of chugging water right before bed, focus on consistent hydration throughout the day. Aim for most of your water intake to happen between waking up and 6 p.m. The morning flush protocol. When you wake up, drink a large glass of room temperature water immediately. This kickstarts your metabolism, helps flush out toxins that accumulated overnight, and reduces any lingering puffiness. Add a squeeze of lemon if you want to enhance the detoxifying effects, but plain water works perfectly. The salt and sugar connection. What you eat in the evening directly affects how you look in the morning. High sodium foods cause water retention, leading to puffiness and bloating. High sugar foods can cause inflammation that shows up in your face. If you want to wake up looking defined and sculpted, keep your evening meals light and avoid processed foods, restaurant meals, which are often loaded with hidden sodium, and sugary snacks after dinner. The breathing technique that sculpts your face. How you breathe during sleep affects the shape of your face over time. Mouth breathing, often caused by congestion, stress, or poor sleep position, can actually change your facial structure, leading to a longer face, receding chin, and less defined jawline. Nose breathing, on the other hand, engages different muscles and can help maintain better facial structure and jawline definition. The tape technique. This might sound weird, but many people use medical tape to gently keep their mouth closed during sleep, encouraging nose breathing. Use a small piece of medical tape vertically over your lips, not sealing your mouth shut, just encouraging it to stay closed. This technique can improve sleep quality, reduce snoring, and over time, help maintain better facial posture and jawline definition. The tongue position secret. Your tongue position affects your entire facial structure. The optimal position is with your tongue resting gently against the roof of your mouth, not pressed down against your bottom teeth. Practice this position during the day and it will naturally carry over into sleep. This simple change can improve your jawline, reduce double chin appearance, and even help with breathing. The temperature strategy for body optimization. Your body temperature during sleep affects everything from muscle recovery to fat burning to skin appearance. Slight adjustments to your sleep temperature can enhance your overnight transformation. The cool sleep protocol. Keep your bedroom between 65-68 degrees Fahrenheit for optimal body recovery. When your body works slightly to maintain its temperature, it burns more calories and increases circulation, which enhances all your overnight repair processes. Cool temperatures also improve deep sleep quality, which is when your growth hormone production peaks and your body does its most intensive repair work. The circulation boost. Elevate your legs slightly while sleeping to improve circulation and reduce any swelling in your lower body. You can do this with a pillow under your knees for back sleepers or under your legs for side sleepers. Better circulation means more efficient nutrient delivery and toxin removal, which translates to better skin, reduced puffiness, and improved overall body function. The lymphatic drainage sleep setup. Your lymphatic system, basically your body's waste removal system, is most active when you're lying down. You can optimize this natural drainage process with strategic positioning. The gentle elevation method, slightly elevating your head and upper body about 30 degrees, encourages lymphatic drainage from your face and reduces morning puffiness. You can achieve this with an adjustable bed, a wedge pillow, or simply adding an extra pillow under your regular pillow. The key is gentle elevation. Too steep and you'll create neck tension and disrupt your sleep. The ankle elevation technique. Prop your ankles up slightly with a pillow to encourage lymphatic drainage from your legs and reduce any swelling or water retention in your lower body. This is especially helpful if you've been sitting or standing a lot during the day, or if you tend to retain water in your legs and feet. The common mistakes that sabotage your progress. The biggest mistake is changing too many things at once. Your body needs time to adjust to new sleep positions and routines. Pick 1 or 2 techniques and master them before adding more. Using the wrong pillow setup is another major issue. Too many pillows, too few pillows, or the wrong type of pillow can undo all your good work. Invest in proper pillows that support your chosen sleep position. Ignoring your mattress is like trying to build good posture on a foundation of quicksand. If your mattress doesn't support your spine's natural alignment, no amount of pillow optimization will help. Finally, expecting immediate results leads to giving up too soon. Body changes from sleep optimization are subtle at first, but compound over time. Stick with it for at least a month to see the full benefits. The posture check system. Here's how to tell if your sleep optimization is working. Morning assessment. When you wake up, notice how you feel before you get out of bed. Do you feel stiff and achy or refreshed and aligned? Your morning body sensation is a direct reflection of how well your sleep position is working. Mirror check. Look at yourself in profile when you wake up. Are your shoulders naturally back or do they round forward? Is your head in line with your shoulders or does it jut forward? These are indicators of whether your sleep setup is supporting or sabotaging your posture. Energy levels. Good sleep alignment leads to better sleep quality, which means higher energy levels throughout the day. If you're waking up feeling refreshed and maintaining energy without crashes, your body is recovering properly overnight. Confidence. Indicators. Notice how you carry yourself throughout the day. Are you naturally standing taller? Do you feel more confident in your body? These subtle changes often happen before visible physical changes become apparent. The 30-day body transformation timeline. Week 1. You'll notice better sleep quality and less morning stiffness. Your body is adjusting to new positions and beginning to align differently. Week 2. Posture improvements become noticeable. You'll start catching yourself standing taller naturally, and others might comment that you look more confident. Week 3. Structural changes become visible. Your shoulders naturally sit back, your neck appears longer, and your overall silhouette looks more elegant and poised. Week 4. The transformation is undeniable. Your posture has changed enough to affect how you look in photos, how clothes fit, and how you move through the world. People start asking if you've been working out or if you've lost weight. But here's what's even more powerful than the physical changes: the mental transformation that happens when you start taking control of your sleep and recovery. When you wake up feeling strong, aligned, and confident in your body, it changes how you think about yourself and what you believe you're capable of. Ready to discover how to literally reprogram your mind while you sleep, waking up with the kind of unshakable confidence that makes you the main character of your own life? Your brain doesn't turn off when you sleep. It reorganizes, processes, and literally rewires itself for the next day. While you're unconscious, your mind is deciding what memories to keep, what emotions to process, what beliefs to strengthen, and what version of yourself to wake up as. Most people let this happen randomly. They go to sleep stressed, anxious, or insecure, and wake up carrying the same mental patterns into another day. But the girls who seem to have unshakable confidence, they've figured out how to program their sleep for mental transformation. Your last thoughts before sleep become the blueprint for your subconscious mind to work with overnight. Your morning thoughts set the tone for your entire day. Master this cycle, and you literally wake up as a more confident version of yourself. I discovered this during one of the worst periods of my life. I was dealing with anxiety, comparing myself to everyone on social media, and going to bed every night with my mind racing about everything I'd done wrong that day. I'd wake up feeling defeated before I even got out of bed. Then I met Dr. Sarah Chen, a sleep researcher who changed everything I understood about the connection between sleep and confidence. She told me something that sounded almost too simple to be true. Your bedtime routine isn't just about preparing your body for sleep. It's about programming your mind for who you want to become. She taught me that the 30 minutes before sleep are the most powerful time for mental reprogramming. Your brainwaves shift into a state that's incredibly receptive to new information and beliefs. It's like having direct access to your subconscious mind, if you know how to use it. The science of sleep confidence. Here's what's actually happening in your brain while you sleep. During REM sleep, your brain processes emotional memories and integrates new information with existing beliefs. It's literally deciding what thoughts and feelings become part of your core identity and what gets discarded. Your brain also releases growth hormone and BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, during deep sleep, which helps form new neural pathways. This is when new habits, beliefs, and thought patterns get wired into your brain. Most importantly, your brain uses sleep time to consolidate memories and experiences. The experiences you focus on before sleep get processed more deeply and become stronger memories. The emotions you go to sleep with get reinforced and become your baseline mood. This means you have the power to literally program what your brain focuses on overnight. You can choose which thoughts get strengthened and which ones get weakened. The last thought protocol. The thoughts you have in the final moments before falling asleep have disproportionate power over your subconscious mind. This is when your brain is most receptive to new programming. Most people waste this crucial window scrolling their phones, watching TV, or letting their minds race about tomorrow's problems. But you can use this time intentionally to rewire your confidence, self-image, and mental patterns. The confidence visualization technique. Before you close your eyes, spend 5 to 10 minutes visualizing yourself as a confident person you want to become. Don't just think about it, really see and feel it. Picture yourself walking into a room with perfect posture, making eye contact, speaking clearly and confidently. See yourself handling challenging situations with grace. Imagine others responding to you with respect and admiration. The key is making it as vivid and detailed as possible. What are you wearing? How does your voice sound? What does it feel like in your body to move with that kind of confidence? Your brain can't tell the difference between a vividly imagined experience and a real one. When you consistently visualize confident behavior before sleep, your brain starts treating it as a memory of something you've actually done. This makes it easier to act confidently in real life. The gratitude reprogramming method. Gratitude isn't just about being thankful, it's about training your brain to notice what's going right in your life instead of what's going wrong. Before sleep, think of 3 specific things you're grateful for from that day. But here's the key. Make at least one of them about yourself. Something you did well, a way you showed up, a choice you're proud of. This trains your brain to look for evidence that you're capable, worthy, and doing better than you think. Over time, this rewires your default mindset from self-criticism to self-appreciation. The future self-connection. Spend a few minutes before sleep connecting with your future self, the woman you're becoming. Imagine her sending you encouragement and guidance. What would she tell you about the challenges you're facing? What would she be proud of you for? How would she want you to show up tomorrow? This technique helps you make decisions from a place of growth and possibility rather than fear and limitation. It's like having a wise mentor in your own mind. The morning mindset reset. How you start your day sets the emotional and mental tone for everything that follows. The first thoughts you think and the first actions you take literally program your nervous system for confidence or anxiety, possibility, or limitation. The 90-second rule. You have about 90 seconds after waking up before your brain fully comes online and starts its default worry patterns. Use this window intentionally. Before you check your phone, before you think about your to-do list, before you start planning your day, spend 90 seconds setting your mental state. Take 3 deep breaths and remind yourself of one thing you're excited about that day. It can be something small, a coffee date, a new outfit, even just the fact that you're implementing these new sleep habits. This simple practice interrupts your brain's tendency to wake up in stress mode and sets you up for a more positive, confident day. The mirror moment. When you look at yourself in the mirror in the morning, what do you say? Most girls immediately start critiquing, pointing out flaws, focusing on what they wish they could change, starting the day with self-criticism. But you can use this moment to reinforce confidence instead. Look yourself in the eyes and say something kind. It doesn't have to be dramatic. Even something as simple as "good morning, beautiful," or "you've got this today" starts rewiring your self-talk. This feels awkward at first, but it's incredibly powerful. You're literally programming your subconscious mind with positive messages about yourself instead of negative ones. The emotional processing system. One of the biggest blocks to confidence is unprocessed emotions. Anxiety, hurt, anger, and insecurity don't just disappear if you ignore them. They compound and create mental noise that interferes with your confidence and clarity. Sleep is when your brain naturally processes and integrates emotions, but you can optimize this process to clear mental clutter and wake up feeling lighter and more centered. The emotional release journal. Keep a notebook by your bed and spend 5-10 minutes before sleep writing down anything that's bothering you, worrying you, or taking up mental space. Don't try to solve the problems. Just get them out of your head and onto paper. This signals to your brain that these concerns are handled and don't need to keep cycling through your mind. Write freely without editing or censoring yourself. Sometimes you'll discover that things feel less overwhelming once they're on paper. Other times, you'll realize you're worried about things that aren't even real problems. The act of writing engages your prefrontal cortex and helps regulate your emotional brain, making it easier to fall asleep peacefully and process these concerns overnight. The worry window technique. If you're someone whose mind races at bedtime, create a designated worry window earlier in the evening. Set aside 15 to 20 minutes specifically for thinking about problems and planning solutions. When worries pop up at bedtime, remind yourself that you'll address them during tomorrow's worry window. This trains your brain to compartmentalize concerns instead of letting them interfere with sleep. The forgiveness practice. Before sleep, practice forgiving yourself for any mistakes or perceived failures from the day. This doesn't mean excusing bad behavior. It means releasing the mental punishment that keeps you stuck in shame and self-criticism. Say to yourself, "I forgive myself for whatever happened. I'm learning and growing, and tomorrow is a fresh start." This simple practice prevents negative experiences from compounding and interfering with your confidence development. The identity shifting technique. Your identity, who you believe you are at your core, determines your thoughts, emotions, and actions. If you see yourself as shy, insecure, or not good enough, You'll unconsciously act in ways that reinforce that identity. But identity is flexible, especially during sleep when your brain is most open to change. You can literally sleep your way into a new identity by consistently programming new beliefs about who you are. The I am statements. The words that follow I am are incredibly powerful because they're direct commands to your subconscious mind about your identity. Before sleep, repeat positive I am statements that reflect who you want to become. I am confident and capable. I am worthy of love and respect. I am becoming more beautiful every day. I am magnetic and attractive. I am the main character of my own life. Choose statements that feel slightly challenging but not completely unbelievable. Your brain needs to be able to accept the possibility for the programming to work. The evidence collection method. Your brain is constantly looking for evidence to support your existing beliefs about yourself. If you believe you're awkward, you'll notice every socially uncomfortable moment and ignore all the times you were charming and confident. But you can train your brain to collect different evidence. Before sleep, recall one moment from the day when you acted confidently, made someone laugh, looked good, or handled something well. Even if it was small, acknowledge it. This trains your brain to notice and remember evidence that you're becoming more confident rather than evidence that reinforces old insecurities. The character study approach. Think of someone you admire for their confidence, a celebrity, influencer, or someone in your life. Before sleep, imagine stepping into their shoes and experiencing the world from their perspective. How do they think about challenges? How do they treat themselves? What beliefs do they hold about their own worth and capabilities? This isn't about copying someone else or losing your authentic self. It's about expanding your sense of what's possible for you and learning new mental patterns from confident role models. The Anxiety Transformation Protocol. Anxiety is often just excitement without direction. Your nervous system is activated and ready for action, but instead of being channeled towards something positive, it gets stuck in worry loops. Sleep time is perfect for transforming anxiety into excitement and anticipation. Your brain is naturally primed to process emotions and can learn to redirect nervous energy into confidence and enthusiasm. The Energy Redirect Technique. When you notice anxiety or nervous energy before bed, instead of trying to shut it down, redirect it. Ask yourself, what am I excited about? Or what good thing could this energy be preparing me for? Your brain often creates anxiety as a way of preparing for challenges, but you can reframe that preparation as excitement about opportunities instead of fear about problems. The worst case scenario, diffusion. Sometimes anxiety comes from catastrophic thinking, imagining the worst possible outcomes for situations. Before sleep, take your worst case scenario and walk through it mentally. Ask yourself, if this actually happened, how would I handle it? Usually, you'll realize you're more capable of dealing with challenges than your anxiety wants you to believe. This practice reduces the power of anxious thoughts and builds confidence in your ability to handle whatever comes your way. The relationship reprogramming. Your relationship with yourself sets the template for all your other relationships. If you're critical, demanding, and unkind to yourself, you'll unconsciously accept that treatment from others too. Sleep time is perfect for rewiring this internal relationship and developing the kind of self-love and self-respect that naturally attracts healthy relationships. The inner voice audit. Pay attention to how you talk to yourself throughout the day, especially in challenging moments. Is your inner voice supportive and encouraging, or critical and harsh? Before sleep, consciously shift your inner voice to be more like a loving best friend. Instead of, I'm so stupid for messing that up, try, that didn't go as planned, but I'm learning and I'll do better next time. This isn't about toxic positivity or ignoring problems. It's about treating yourself with the same kindness you'd show someone you love. The boundary setting. Visualization confidence often comes down to knowing your worth and being willing to protect it. Before sleep, visualize yourself setting healthy boundaries in different situations. See yourself saying no to things that don't serve you, asking for what you need, and walking away from people who don't treat you well. Imagine how it feels to prioritize your own well-being without guilt or apology. This mental rehearsal makes it easier to set boundaries in real life because you've already practiced it in your mind. The success programming system. Your brain needs evidence that you're capable of achieving your goals, but instead of waiting for big successes to happen, you can program your mind to recognize and celebrate small wins, building momentum and confidence along the way. The daily win recognition. Before sleep, identify one thing you accomplished that day, no matter how small. Maybe you stood up for yourself in a conversation, tried a new hairstyle, or simply got through a difficult day with grace. Acknowledge this win and let yourself feel proud of it. This trains your brain to see you as someone who accomplishes things and moves forward rather than someone who's stuck or failing. The future success. Visualization. Spend time before sleep visualizing yourself achieving goals that matter to you. See yourself getting the job you want, being in the relationship you deserve, living in the space that makes you happy. Make it detailed and specific. What does success look like, feel like, sound like? How do you carry yourself when you've achieved these goals? What kind of person have you become? This isn't just daydreaming, it's programming your subconscious mind to look for opportunities and take actions that align with these visions. The common mental blocks that sabotage confidence. The biggest block is believing that confidence is a personality trait you either have or don't have. Confidence is a skill, and like any skill, it improves with practice. Another major block is perfectionism, the belief that you need to have it all figured out before you can be confident. Real confidence comes from knowing you can handle challenges and figure things out as you go. Comparing yourself to others is confidence poison, especially on social media. Remember that you're seeing everyone else's highlight reel while living your behind-the-scenes reality. Finally, waiting for external validation to feel worthy keeps you powerless. True confidence comes from internal validation, knowing your own worth regardless of what others think or say. The 30-day mental transformation. Week 1. You'll notice your internal dialogue becoming kinder and more supportive. Sleep comes easier as your mind learns to quiet down at bedtime. Week 2. Decision-making becomes easier as you start trusting yourself more. You'll notice yourself taking small risks and speaking up in situations where you used to stay quiet. Week 3. Others start responding to you differently as your energy shifts. People treat you with more respect and pay more attention when you speak. Week 4. The confidence feels natural and authentic rather than forced. You've rewired your mental patterns enough that confident thoughts and actions happen automatically. But here's what makes this transformation last. Creating an environment that supports and reinforces these new mental patterns. Your physical space has incredible power over your mental state, and most people completely underestimate how much their bedroom setup is either supporting or sabotaging their confidence development. Ready to discover how to design your sleep environment as a personal transformation chamber that works on your confidence, mood, and energy levels every single night?